What up, y'all? Tim Z here. Back at it again, like you can always expect. Nah, I mean, and I just wanted to get back to you guys about the situation with Helson. So basically, I reached out to them through the forum. A man named Stefan got back to me and basically said that he would get in contact with the factory about, what I mentioned that was wrong about the watch. We'll go back to that again. It's kind of hard to show on the camera. The lugs are soft. It's rounded over here like someone was running the wheel and accidentally went whoop, slipped off. This part over here, they chewed part of that off too over here a little bit. Also, yeah, the lugs are a little round, It's like warped, right? This is not looking like it was machined nicely. Yeah. So I mentioned that, and they're gonna get to the. He's gonna get to the factory. Talk to the factory and get back to me about whether this is within specs. Because I ask if it's within specs or not. Maybe I'm being too picky, and my experience as a watchmaker has made me judge pieces a little bit too hard. And maybe Helson doesn't have that kind of tolerances that are that tight, and maybe their QC is, this is acceptable to their QC. He also let me know that he's sorry that he didn't answer my question about the parts, because I was asking if parts were able to be purchased just in case I needed to service this watch down the road, right? I want to be able to service this myself. This should be easy work, very basic. You just got a crystal gasket, you got a back gasket, you have a crown gasket. Now, the gasket on this one, I think, is on the case tube. Not sure if there's one in the crown also. The movement, the movement could be serviced, or you could just I could buy one and just swap the oscillating weight onto the new movement. The dial, I want to know if it's can be purchased, but nothing should go wrong with removing 3 hands. That's very easy. I want to know if the hands can be purchased. All that hands is easily purchased probably. And I just hope they're not expensive if I do need them. Date disc comes with a movement, but I probably would have to reuse this date disc if the new movement doesn't come with the same date disc, right? Same color, same font. Yeah, so he will get back to me. I hope he does and doesn't forget. Now, this is all going to be an indication of how professional Helson's customer service is, and if it's any good or not, and what their tolerances are, and if they think this is okay. Like I said, the back looks way better than the front. Like that's not even, looks like it's a different watch. Now, I know this is a micro brand, but they've been around a long time and people spend a lot of money on this watch. And for 459 after discount, I'm like, yeah, $400 watch should be finished nicer. Now I'm going to show you guys. Basically, I'm waiting for them to get back to me, right, Stefan? And we'll see. This is kind of what will determine if I want another Helson or not, honestly. I've worn it for about a week now, and although I didn't throw it on my Witchy timing machine, I think I have the Expert 3. I did not throw it on it yet. It seems to be holding time, keeping time. Yeah, it's on time. It's 11:20 right now, and it's 11:20. So on the dot, pretty much. This customer service interaction, and whether they tell me this is normal or not, and if they want to, do anything about this situation, will pretty much determine whether or not I buy another Helson in the future, because my time with this on my wrist, as you can see, the blue tape is barely holding on. I just been keeping it on just in case. I've been wearing it, but just in case, I don't want to have to send this watch back in a really terrible condition. But I am very gentle on my watches. I worn it for a week. As you can see, it still looks like new. Very careful with my watches. I don't bang my wrist around. But yes, this interaction and whether they say this is normal is basically gonna decide whether I consider purchasing another Helson in the future, because I enjoy it. I enjoy this watch on my wrist. Um, it feels better than having a Seiko mod, which is, on my wrist. Those aftermarket cases. It's nice, The finishing, that's the problem. But from a distance, what's the saying? 5 feet away, 5 miles per hour. I don't know. Whatever. It looks nice, right, from a distance, right, on the wrist. When I look at my wrist on the mirror when I'm washing my hands, it looks like a nice watch. It looks like a Submariner. I mean, that's where some of the inspiration's from, a little bit on a dial, maybe a case shape, a little bit from the front, but from the side, no. This is unique, and the bezel too. Like, look at that. Yeah, it's a really nice watch, and besides the finishing, which as a watchmaker, it bothers me. But if they fix this situation in a nice, favorable, fair manner, I would be open to buying another Helson in the future, because I still like the brand. After all, I've been looking at this brand for like 15 years. And that was back during the times when I didn't have any expensive watches yet. And yeah, I think it looks nice. I mean, I would want eventually, if this, this customer service interaction is good, a titanium 38 or 40 even. The 38, yeah, it's a real 38, just like this Seiko SNE573. This is a 38 also. I would say the 573 looks smaller because the lugs are skinnier, tapered in more, seems like, right? I'm just eyeballing it. Actually, no. Just that this polished bevel makes the case look smaller. And the crown guard's more pronounced here. This looks like a beefier watch overall. This is quartz, let's not forget too. This is mechanical. Miyota 9015. That's a solar diver. Now, yeah, but same 38 millimeters. This is a Uncle Seiko bracelet. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just showing it. I'm not. Oh my God. I'm not sponsored by Taco Bell either. Yeah. So I just wanted to update you guys on the Helson situation. I will make another video if there are any updates from Stefan. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, TimZUSA, and until next time, Tim Z out.